Let's just grab some of this right here. So this is our parallel channel right here. Let's yeah, I just want to get some of that beater. More of the beater. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the compressor and I'm going to really compress it. Then I'll just dial in what I want. Okay, I'm going to make another parallel channel, and this is going to be the low end. So I'm going to say kick, high. I'm going to say kick low. Whoa. And we're going to grab just the lows of this one right here. Okay, that should be good. And then we will compress it. Squash it. And we should have the fasts on fast attack here. You see, it's starting to have a little more oomph to it. And then we can dial it in. You know, you can dial in as much as you want. So we have our original kick, totally original, nothing done to it. Now we just have a compressed high version and a compressed low version. And let's, I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna make a new bus. Route to a new bus. I really want this kick to have its own, really its own space. I want it to be nice. Let's call this kick, bus. We can bring it down a bit, but I want to compress it. Dial in as much as we want. Maybe try a limiter. Kind of like that. Let's listen to without it. It's just getting a little compression on there, not a, nah. I don't know. Let's keep that there for a while, and we can switch it up a little bit more, but I kind of like it. Now the kick has definition, and the snare is sounding pretty good. We might have to do something with the snare. Okay, maybe we'll do something with the snare, but first I want to do something here with the bass. I'm listening to the bass synth and I'm thinking it's just missing, you know, the bass synth is just, let's go here to the bass synth, and this is what we're dealing with here. This is the bass, show devices. It's just a subtractor, nothing more. That's it. And it's just lacking presence, you know? I feel that this bass synthesizer should be just freaking right there. It should be really prevalent. It should be easy to hear. You should be able to feel it in this song. So what I'm going to do is I can hit my space bar and I can get my my loop going, and I can go right here to the inserts, press the browse. I'm going to go to the all effects. I'm going to go to dynamics, and I'm going to go to bass. And there was one in here that I really liked here, and it was the badass bass. There we go. Wow, that's badass. Okay, so now you can just click it right in here, and if you want to try some other ones, you can just grab them, just like that. Hear that? I'm liking I like this one. You know, that's really, that grabs you, doesn't it? Yeah, we'll mess with the levels here in a second, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to parallel this, create a parallel channel, and we can get rid of the inserts here. So I'm going to go up to the EQ and just grab the high pass, and just want to get some of the highs, get a little grit, maybe a little grit in there, just with the highs though. I like that. And then we'll add a little compression to it, crunch it a bit. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so now we can go in here and dial in how much we want of that. Okay, one thing I want to do here now is I want to sidechain. I'm going to sidechain the bass and the kick, so that the kick, we'll get a little better definition of the kick, and let's see what that will do. I like it. I'm sure it will sound good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the bass synth, and it's right here. Here's the bass synth. And it's running on a parallel. Okay, so let's go to the bass synth here, and we'll go to our kick, which is right here. And what we want to do is have the kick compress the bass every time the kick hits, so that the bass synthesizer will come down a little in volume and give the kick more presence. And it will help create definition between the kick and the bass sound when, you know, they hit together. So I just bring it over here to the sidechain right here. And this is a mono signal, so I just have to put the left in there. And now what happens is the bass synth is, the compressor on the bass synth right now is getting its level. So you can see it's keyed in, right? It's getting its signal from the sidechain input, not from the main channel input right here. Let's listen to it. You can look, it only compresses when the kick hits. You can hear it too. And we'll put fast, so it's really, it's a kick. We can dial this in as we're going forward. Okay, let's listen to this. Maybe just dial this down a bit. Bring it all the way down. Okay, what I want to do is I want to have a little more control of the volume here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the insert right here and tab around, and let's go right here. We can see here is our bass, and what I want to do is I want to be able to control the output gain and the input gain right here on the maximizer right from the mixer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the maximizer right there, and on rotary 1 I want that to be the input gain right there, full use of it, and you can see where it is right now. When I move it, I can pretty much approximate. It was pretty much pegged all the way. And rotary 2 is going to be the output gain. I want to be able to control that right from the mixer, and that will be right here. We'll just leave it right about there. And I'm going to quickly just go in here and say input gain, and then I'm going to go output gain. Okay, now I can go back to the mixer, and you'll see right here I can control that. I'm just going to try and get it, you know, down by, right there is probably pretty good. There we go. Let's bring in our HP bass here. Okay, I'm liking that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all three of these, and I'm going to make a bus just for my bass synth. I'm going to call this bass synth. I'll just call it bass bus. How's that? There we go. Okay, I think we have we made some headway here. We have our kick sounding a heck of a lot better. It's got a heck of a lot more definition. We've got our our synth bass really kicking butt here. It's got super presence, and now going forward, we're able to, you know, put the rest of all the instruments, you know, on top of, you know, the kick and the snare and the drums, and it's going to give them something to ride on, and it's really, you know, it's going to start really having more power, but not be in your face, but just be more present. And in the next video, we'll work on the toms and the snare. So I hope you know, you guys are learning something, and I hope this helps you out. You can always ask questions. You can ask questions on the learnreason.com site. You can ask questions on any of our social sites, and I'm always checking the YouTube posts. I check them a couple times a day, 7 days a week. I'm not like those other people who don't check their YouTube posts. YouTube is a community too. So I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. You guys take care.